we're back here at camp, and looks like one of us came back lucky.
This
That's
is
Dad.
the third day of the trip, and we haven't had too much luck for today. And this turkey came out with both wings in the air. Say, I give up.
Yeah, right. They don't give up.
This one did. Did it, Isaac?
The reason why we saw him is he was waving a white flag.
He's surrendering, huh?
Yeah, come here, let's check him out. Twice on this trip, I've been thwarted by critters, by deer and elk.
Let's look at his waddle.
We jumped a turkey at the same time we jumped an elk, and so yeah, there's his waddle. There's his wings. Here, we'll get him all set up here. Here, Isaac, come here and hold this wing out. He's been dead a couple hours, so.
He hasn't been dead that long. He's probably been dead, what, 2 hours?
I think we shot him at 4.
Oh, really?
4:30.
Then that wasn't the shot I heard.
4:30 or 5, wasn't it, Isaac?
That shot that me and you, Abram, heard when we were down there at those Mineral Springs, that was like at, what, 6 almost?
Dad,
Yeah, but I
you
think
shot
I
it
thought
like
it was on
6.
Because then we made our little
Was it like
corrals and
6?
horses.
We got to the intersection at 6:30.
Oh, all right. There's the spurs. You got a good look at him? Get up here. Nice. He's a nice Tom. He's not no monster.
Show him
but
again.
You got to look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. There's his beard. I got my fingers to the top of it.
That's a good 7 inches.
7 or 8 inches.
7, 8 inches.
7 or 8 inch Tom. Now, I'll tell you what, packing him up out of that canyon.
Yeah, now you know what I feel like dragging
Felt like he
mine
was
back
big as
from
a
last
quarter
year.
of an elk.
They feel like after you get done.
Yep, they're nice big birds. And what happened was, Isaac and I had been sitting. Well, we got up to the top, to that intersection where you and I sat yesterday.
Yeah.
Remember where we walked down and found the hat, the brown hat that I left
Uh-huh.
down there accidentally?
Oh.
When we came up and sat in that little grassy spot on those logs,
Mm-hmm.
Isaac and I were sitting right there, and we had been seeing some sign, and we heard some turkeys start gobbling.
You think those were the ones that were gobbling us yesterday?
I don't know, but they were down lower. Yesterday we
Oh,
heard them up
yeah,
up
that's
high.
true.
Then they were down lower. They're probably the same birds. And so Isaac and I started moving towards them, and we really didn't know what to do, whether to split up and try to come on them from two angles. But we decided we'd go on them together, and that's what we did. When we got on them together, we were coming down, and we heard them gobbling, and we heard one right in front of us and a couple behind us, and we knew we were in the middle of them, so we were really sneaking along. And we jumped 3 elk, and I figured I was only about 150 yards from the turkey, and the elk ran, and one of them stopped there and stared at us for probably 5 minutes.
The elk?
Yeah, and I didn't want
Didn't
to.
even blink an eye.
I didn't want to hurry up and scare him off because I
Yeah.
didn't want him. I had a turkey right there.
Well, yeah, if they just sit there, they'll eventually move off.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, but this one didn't. It just stood there, and we walked closer to it, and it just stood there. I walked within bow range of it. It was probably 40 yards, and
Wow.
it just stood there. But I was glassing these brush because I was afraid that it would scare off the turkey.
Is it a cow?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I didn't see what the other 2 were. I saw was Rumpskull, but I saw that one, and I was glassing for others, and I just started moving off on the left-hand side of the road, and they were on the right-hand side, because I didn't want them to. I wanted them to scare them off that way, because I knew the turkey was over here, and I was glassing through there, and I took a couple of steps over close to the edge of the road, and I looked. And I thought I could see something light-colored, either white or really light blue,
It was the white
kind of
flag.
through some brush. That was the white flag. He's coming in waving the white flag.
What was he do? What was he?
It was his head.
Oh, it was his head?
And you're going off. Are you still see me?
Yeah, I still see
And
you.
so I took my glasses and I just quietly snuck him up there, and by golly, it was him. And he was coming towards me. He was speeding towards me.
His what? He didn't have much red or blue on his head?
Well, I could see that it was red. I could see some red on his head, and I thought, well, that's a Jake. Oh, well, so it's a Jake.
Let Isaac shoot it?
I wanted Isaac to shoot it. So I turned around to tell Isaac there was a turkey there, and he's back on his hands and knees.
Looking for four-leaf clover.
Looking for a four-leaf clover, because he wanted us to be lucky. And he's back there about 15 yards, and I'm like, if I try to get his attention, I'll scare the turkey. Their turkey's
Yeah.
only probably 35, 40 yards from me. But I thought it was too far for a shot. So I just slipped behind, so I put a bush between me and him, and then I got about 10 yards closer.
Did Isaac finally pay attention now?
No, Isaac's still back there looking through the grass, looking for a four-leaf clover.
I persist in looking for
He
lucky.
was being persistent. The elk was still watching us, so he thought we were going slow, so he didn't scare the elk off too fast. So when I got that close, and then I dropped down to one knee. And I knew it was facing me, so I was hoping it was walking closer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to wait for it to come out either side of this big clump of bushes. There's a big, it's all brambly and brushy in there. And so, but I caught a glimpse of him move between two, so I knew he was headed to my left. So I got ready. I looked back for Isaac one more time to make sure, and he's still back there checking for 40
Looking
clovers.
for four-leaf
So I'm
clovers.
like, I can't wait for him, or this bird's going to get away. So I just waited, and he just.
Did you still think it was a Jake?
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure. I saw some blue on its head. I wasn't sure. I just knew it was a tom, and so I was going to shoot it. And when it come around the next time, poked at its head, I thought, well, that looks close enough. It's probably, I'm guessing it's 30 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came out again, I could only see probably about the top 6 or 8 inches of his head and his neck. And when he come through the neck clearing, I had the bead on that spot, and I just touched it off, and he just flopped over. And Isaac's like, he thought I was shooting at the elk. I'm like, why would I be shooting at elk? But anyway, that's how we got him, and
Cool.
we snuck on him as he snuck on us, and we were pretty dang lucky.
So was he coming towards or away from that intersection?
Well, he was feeding out in the brush, and he was moving away from the intersection.
Found out his tail and let's get a full body shot. And then you bring the camera, right?
Oh, yeah,
I got the camera. We've
Oh, you
already
already
taken
took
some still
pictures?
pictures up on the hill. This is for Jaron. There he is, Jaron. So from the tip of from his head touching the ground, he hits me right there.
And his wingspan's probably 4.5 feet or more.
And after
for
packing
how
him
big
up
he
that
is.
hill, I'm guessing he weighs 55, 65 pounds.
Filled with gold.
But that's a nice big tom.
He's got almost a 4-inch waddle there.
Yes, he do. Okay. Nice. It's a nice tom. I'd take that one any day. So we're not going to go home skunked anyway.
Yeah?
But it's been a tough trip. It's been rainy and snowy, and we've been persistent. I've been pretty proud of you guys. So who's picking it? I'm doing dinner.
Not me.
Oh, man, it's probably burning. I better go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Well, here's the third, no, the fourth morning of our hunt. I didn't get to tell you this yesterday, but, or at least I don't think I did. Monday it rained on us all day. Tuesday we had intermittent snow showers, popcorn snow. And yesterday was the first half decent day, which was Wednesday, May 2nd. And this in the afternoon, about 5 or 6 p.m. last night, when I finally had a chance and snuck up on a gobbler and got him. It was the one on this tape. Just before this. Well, now Thursday morning, we go home on Saturday. Thought maybe you'd want to listen to the birds. Wake up with us. Isaac's down around that corner down there. Just barely went out of sight. And heard a bunch of gobbling up in there yesterday. So he's up in there somewhere. And if we don't hear or see gobbling this morning, then we are gonna go you say if I told you you missed a turkey when you were sleeping? What? Oh yeah, I wanted you to talk about this egg. What did I do with it? It's right there. What did you find here? I don't know what you think. Well, come on, tell me where you found it. I don't know. It was right on the road. Yeah. Hold up here so I can get some footage of it. There's a turkey egg that a crow or something has found the nest and eaten. We found 2 or 3 of these this trip. We found, I can't remember, at least 2, but it might be 3. That's how big they are. They're kind of speckled. And of course this one's been eaten. Cool, huh? There's some fresh turkey track. You can see the dimples in the track. Just to give you an idea. How big the track is. There's my foot right on the ground next to it. Here's a big turkey track. Let me get some good footage of the tracks then. You can see the dimples in the bottom of this track. Okay, put your hand back down there. Those toes are longer, or as long as Abram's biggest fingers. So, here we have. We stopped having lunch. And just as we stopped, a turkey come flying down and landed right there in those trees. But we think he saw us. He was scared up by some motorcycle riders. So we're gonna try to call him down to us. But wait, not much chance, but we're gonna try it anyway.
Doesn't that sound cool? Well, I'm here to tell you, that is not just cool. That is cold. Right there is where I stood and took a bath today, because I couldn't stand myself no more. And I about froze my little what's-its off even though I was here in the sun. Nice sunny day. Nice little creek that rolls down. Out there. Me, my clothes all hanging in the trees. No, I'm dressed now. See? At least part of me. But I thought I'd let you hear that nice, cool, refreshing water. Isn't that just neat? Does that sound cold? Guess what? It is cold. Okay. We're turkey hunting up here in northern Idaho. And Isaac and I are going to go right up there. And we're going to hunt up this road over here. But I wanted to show off
Say hi to the camera, Ben.
You spoiled it, Isaac.
I think you're going down now. I'm gonna lock myself in the car.
We're here at the rest area, and I just really wanted to show this tree. It's kind of a cool thing, but I wanted to look at the blossoms here. Aren't those cool? I don't know what kind of tree it is. But we're just outside of Riggins, Idaho. Halfway between Orfino and Boise, I think. A couple maple trees, and some neat stuff, and the boys are all cool. Everybody cool? Okay, let's go then. I can what?
Dad wanted me to tell you the story about how I got almost attacked by an alligator.